All right, so we are starting our game for today. Our last episode, the crew was given a mission to go find the Bardottan Sphere. They tracked it down to Dathomir and took a trip out there to find it. When they were out there, they ran into trouble with jack-o'-panthers and with rancors, but they were able to retrieve it. And the team got back on the ship and headed back to their home base on Cykron. The capital is Motok, and you guys all land with no trouble. You guys are able to complete it fast enough that Naboo and Nelly did not catch up to you guys. So we'll rejoin as the crew lands. Fygul comes out and it's like, well, reach out to my contact, and we got 3 days until they're going to be here. They were held up for some reason. So you guys get some free time to go explore or work on whatever you need to for the ship. Just let me know where you are in case we need to leave early. And then I'm also going to go out and try to find a new member for the crew. So hopefully we'll be able to get back up to our ideal number.
All right. Well, I think we had some damage to the ship. Maybe we should repair that.
I can get on that.
Okay. Since you're docked, you can do a mechanics roll. Well, how much of it was the damage?
4 hull trauma.
Okay, so it's less than a quarter, so it's just one. It's an easy roll, just one purple.
Oh no, wait, it's the other way around.
Take a boost dice because you have mechanics tools.
And then I'm also, because of the special feature for the engineering access.
Okay. On the ship. Yep.
I get anything. No, just remove step back by.
Okay. Don't really have any since you're dry docked and.
One success and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 advantages.
Yeah, we fixed it all.
You have solid repairs.
And I have 2 ranks of solid repairs.
Okay. We'll say we'll use some of your advantages and just fix the last point.
Okay.
And with the other, you say next time you guys take the ship out, because you have so many advantages, you can take a upgrade for piloting rolls for the next session that you guys fly.
Okay.
It takes about an hour's worth of time. You guys focus on doing that. And then near the end of it, Usagi, your communicator goes off, and you see a image of a Gand appear. They're kind of like the insect-like race. And you recognize him. He's a bounty hunter, or he's a bounty hunter who you've worked with before, Devix Draga.
Devix?
D-E-V-X. Sorry, D-E-Y-X. Yeah, D-E-V-X. Word says it's spelled wrong, so it makes it harder to read. Draga. He's a member of the Huntsman Guild that you've worked with a couple times. And he comes on, Usagi, it's been a little while since we last worked together. Are you still hanging out on Cykron?
Where are we right now? Are we on Cykron?
We're on Cykron, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still on planet.
Well, do you have anything going on right now, or are you interested in the bounty?
You've actually caught us at a good time as we just got back from one.
Cool. Well, the information that I have for you, there is we've heard that there's a bounty for Kreshna Vault, and you see an image appear of a large Trandoshan. He's wearing brown pelt on one shoulder and a white pelt on the other shoulder.
Okay.
He's like most Trandoshans, he's into hunting things, and he's progressed into hunting sentient beings. Their family members don't really care for that, so They have a 5,000 credit bounty on him. He killed a Wookiee, which is one of these pelts, and Morith, which is the other one. But if you are willing to accept the normal fees, we will give you the information that we have on him for our percentage for the for helping you get him. If you want to basically lock in the bounty, so with the Bounty Hunters Guild, kind of like you claim the bounty and it keeps other bounty hunters from going after it, is 20% of the take. Or if you want to leave it open where other bounty hunters can go after them still, there'd be 10% for the information that they give you.
Are you guys in the room with me when I'm listening to this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll say
What
there.
do you guys think? You guys
I
wanna
was
take it?
only not really paying attention.
Basically 5,000 credits for a bounty on the head of a Trandoshan who's been killing sentient beings, hunting.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take exclusive rights.
Okay. Well, the information we have is he's come to Cykron to try to get some information before moving again. There's a arena called the Free Fall Arena. They're having a tournament this coming weekend, which has a pretty nice purse attached to it. The arena is owned by a Nemoidian called Benvop Kafrin. The arena he makes a lot of his money with the bets placed on the fights. Krishnell is from what we're hearing, Krishnell is planning to fight since it's going to be a heavy close combat contest that he thinks he'll have a great advantage for. For Bevnop, he doesn't like his contestants being messed with. So if Krishnell has already signed up for it, you may end up with a bounty placed on you if you take him out while the tournament's going on. Just to warn you. But the tournament's supposed to be a heavy melee focus. There's different pedestals or different raised platforms throughout the arena. If you miss your step or get pushed off, you lose the match and you may fall to your death, depending on how high the platform is that you're on. But this way it helps keep the muscular brutes from just powering their way through the fights.
What's the purse?
The purse is also 5K. There'll be plenty of big bettors there to wager on this event.
Do you know Krishnell personally, or is this just another job for you?
It's just a job that came through.
Okay.
We heard from contacts that he was going to be here, and you're the person that we knew that was in this area.
Is the bounty for dead or alive?
It is. Yep, dead or alive.
Okay.
You just gotta bring the body back, or bring the body to a Bounty Hunters Guild location.
Okay.
For them to verify. And the tournament that he's going in is or we expect him to sign up for, is a 16 contestants single elimination. The winner gets the purse.
Okay. Great.
All right. Well, that's what I have for you now. Let me know how it goes, or if we get any other information, we'll reach out to you.
Sounds great. Thanks for reaching out.
No problem. Okay, the communicator shuts down.
We sound like we know where he's going to be and when he's going to be there.
And the first tournaments start tomorrow.
What are the rules on this tournament?
Yeah, is this like a well-known tournament?
The arena that they're fighting in, they do different contests like this, kind of spaced throughout. This one's not like one of the biggest ones that they have, but it's a one with a fair payoff.
Well, I guess we have three options. We can go into the tournament, compete in it ourselves, and challenge him inside the tournament, we could kill him before the tournament starts, or we could wait to see if he wins the tournament without our intervention and kill him afterwards and take whatever he wins. Hopefully he wins.
What a way to look at that. I say we do this tournament. That'd be more fun.
We could do the tournament and collect 2 paychecks.
Is the tournament for, it sounds like it's single
Elimination.
elimination, like, and not group activity.
So the group can develop with research or information to provide before the contest, but once the actual competition starts, it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
So is it just like a race or is it like a fighting one?
Kind of like if you do you ever see like American Gladiators, where they have like, so basically they have different platforms. So they have the arena floor, and then
Interactive
there's
arena.
so they're basically on the arena floor. They're going to have different fighting platforms of different sizes, kind of spaced throughout. So to get to a platform, you have to jump between, and then you basically have to fight your opponent while remaining on these platforms. If you fall off, you lose
And possibly die.
and possibly die.
It sounds like likely die.
Wait, we can look into that. How many deaths there are per tournament? Gauge our
And it
chances
sounds
there.
like our boy has a good chance of winning. It might be wiser not to compete, but just to
Wait until he's tired out.
wait until he wins. Heck, I might even place a bet on myself. Put some money down on him and wait for him to leave the tournament with his purse in hand. When we take him out, we not only collect our bounty, we collect his purse that he won as well. Our $5,000 bounty, 5,000 credit bounty turns into a 10,000 credit one. Plus whatever we win in at the tables.
Me, gamble. Yeah, do we know if he usually travels with a group or is it just him?
Go ahead and do a knowledge outer rim. Actually, be knowledge underworld.
Underworld?
Yeah. Probably more appropriate.
I believe I've trained in that. No, outer rim.
I don't have any underworld.
Okay. It'd be average with a setback.
Two successes and 1 advantage.
Nice.
You're able to kind of go through the HoloNet to find different spots where he's been. From the record you can find, you see that he typically travels alone or sometimes with one other person, another Trandoshan. But when he stays at places, often he will look for lodging that has is common for big game hunters, where they have kind of where big game hunters in the galaxy will go and kind of, mainly there to brag about what they've done, but then also to try to find people who are looking for adventure, just to basically offer them a chance to go big game hunt off on a different planet.
Basically like hunting lodges.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'd say let's set up on him, run surveillance before the tournament, see where he's staying and who he's staying with, if anyone. And rather than distract ourselves with the stress and preparation of the tournament and competing in it, we focus just on surveillance. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you can do a streetwise check.
Anyone have streetwise?
I do not.
Group streetwise.
No.
Alright,
It should be average, and
so purple.
Yep, 2 purple. And then you can take a boost dice, since you know that, since you kind of have an idea of what you're looking for. So it'd be instead of the yellow, it'd be the blue one.
I'm
So
7
you
credits
keep your
short to
tinkering?
make a probe droid.
And then add a blue.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Send it out and it goes and spies on things for you.
Oh, okay.
1 success and 1 threat.
Okay. You going around asking for places around the arena. The one place that you're able to, or the one place you hear about, is called the Great Mains Bar. It's a local hangout for big game hunters.
Okay.
And that's the only one in a reasonable radius from the arena.
All right. Can I make a stealth check to set up for surveillance somewhere? And I'll let you guys know that I'll take this location and set up there.
Okay.
Stealth is agility, right?
Yeah, stealth agility.
Great. Then
It'll be average. And then because I have all the dark side points wherever they went to.
They're right here.
Okay. Go ahead and upgrade.
to a red.
So drop one. Yep.
Let's see here. 6 success. And a triumph with 2 threat.
Okay.
What's the triumph good for again?
So the triumph is some other narrative advantage, not directly part of your success, but something else beneficial. So it could be like
Okay.
when doing it. So like with your successes, you're able to set up
Yeah.
a spot to
Okay.
find where I'm at.
So
But the triumph could be like
I'd
you
say
make
I
a contact who is willing to watch him for you.
I'd say I'll use it to not only have surveillance visually, but also audibly to find out more about this tournament.
Okay. So you kind of go down to, or between the group, you kind of go to some of the bars that are down around the arena, to kind of hear what the word on the street is, and you're able to find out that the contestants have already signed up. They've already been committed to their slots. Kind of like what you heard. People dropping out of the tournament is highly frowned upon. Benvop has been known to take out bounties on people who drop out without either giving him a replacement or without time for him to find a replacement. You are able to from hearing, you're able to see 3 different competitors who are competing in the tournament. The Dutch Brothers, or did you say Holly, or did you go to a different one?
I went to a different one. So I know you can get here from Tank Verde, apparently. Yeah, I ended up all the way up there, and I was like, well, okay.
You go down Take Verde and Tank Verde. There's 2 roads called Take Verde. One's loop and one's road, and they intersect at one point.
Do they? Well, so I took River to River, which eventually hits Tank Verde.
There's a road in between them.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you get a Tank
Oh.
Verde, and then typically you
Well, I
take
was
that.
lost.
Like, at that point, typically Tank Verde turns into Wrightstown for like a little bit, and then you should pass Fantano, which is the road obviously off on to head up here. But you have a lady in the phone. You just say, take me here. That's how we got around the whole time in San Diego. Like, lady in the phone, take me to this place. And then as long as you get used to what she means by veer, slight, all these terms, then you can understand her well.
We're trying to understand her when she's trying to pronounce words that have a Spanish origin, and it sounds like the whitest white person ever trying to say it.
Yep. Go down, turn right on Ajo Road.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's some that she did well for pronouncing that were had Spanish or that were Spanish, but others are like Calais. So instead of Calle, it's like turn on Calais. Like, okay. So, but you're able to find out information about 3 of the other contestants in the tournament. One is a Quarren named Kerr Slickum. He wields a pair of vibro knives. There's a Zabarak that just goes by the name Nasto, who has a vibro spear, and a Nautilin who wields a vibro sword. And praying or talk. And you're hearing the from different people, you're hearing different people are the favorites, just for people trying to spice up the bets. But you're consistently hearing that Krishnell is expected to be like a top 4 favorite.
So it sounds like very fancy weapons.
I'd like to place a bet at some point
Okay.
on Crush now.
Okay. When you're down there at the bars, you're one of the bars you go to, they have a betting spot for it. You go up and there's a Rhodians, kind of a booth set up and a betting board above.
Did you guys want to put anything down?
Ooh, yes.
Sure.
I'm gonna put a bet on a bounty. How about that? He's gonna cheat somehow, some way.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all 500 of mine.
I'm going to put my entire life savings of 22 credits on him.
Nice.
It just occurred to me that my character probably has a habit of doing this because I've got a debt to a loan shark right now.
I
Nice.
apparently only have 52.
You had 22, you said?
I had 22.
So 74, 574.
Okay.
What are the odds?
So I'm trying to remember like how they do it in Vegas, where it's like you get, where it's not like full numbers, but
It was like a ratio.
yeah.
Like 30 to 1 or something like that.
Well, who's a top 4 favorite?
Yep. Let's make it easy. He's a 4-to-1. 4-to-1 payout.
Fair enough.
So does anybody have any money left over? Because it just occurred to me that it might be, we might be able to hedge our bets a little bit if we got all the other competitors' hangovers.
I think they would know better than that. Get drunk the night before.
You can reach out to Fygul.
This is a hive of scum and villainy, though. It sounds like somebody's getting into trouble on the other side of that curtain.
He's getting into his little car over there. And normally when he gets in, he'll start to say help. So he wants me to buckle him in. And then 30 seconds later, he'll say help because he wants me to unbuckle him. And then he gets out and leaves alone.
Well,
So.
safety first, that leads the way.
But like on the first time he did unbuckling him, like, it was, I grabbed the back of it. There's a handle to walk with. I'm like, see, seatbelts are important. I tilted him forward and tilted him backwards. He was not amused.
They'll appreciate the lesson later.
All right, so I'm going to try to slice into the security systems for this hunting lodge to see if I can get the cameras or at least microphones going so I can overhear what our bounty is doing, get an
Okay.
idea of what he is doing.
So to access them, you would have to go into the place for it.
Okay.
Versus doing remotely, because that's how Star Wars does stuff like that.
Okay.
So to,
Could I, using my data pad, go onto the outside of the building and hack in just through one of the data lines or whatever on the outside of it?
no, they make you do it from the
Okay.
I
inside.
have pretty good infiltration. I could probably take you in with me.
Okay.
Why don't we just
And you
pretend
have
to be
blend.
hunters?
So, and you guys just kind of have to, basically, as long as you don't stick out, it should be a fairly easy roll. Unless you going into like back rooms.
Well, I've got
There's-
skullduggery, so
Okay,
I could probably con my way in there if I needed to.
okay.
That's off con.
So you guys head down there.
Yeah.
When you get there,
Or
Uh,
cunning.
the Great Main Bar, it has, like I said, it's gonna be a hangout for big game hunters. As you head in, you see 4 different animals kind of mounted on the wall behind the bar that all have the name Tame Highland underneath. You see a human bartender. He has scars on his face, scars on his arm. Then he's back behind the bar. It's pretty full for the bar. You see there's 3 droids who are going around serving the drinks for people. There's a couple empty tables around.
Okay.
Looking around, you see there's a data terminal that's out there for just general usage. You have to kind of do either a skullduggery or mechanic or a computer check to kind of get past its interface to.
Okay.
Okay. You head up to it and go ahead.
I'm gonna be using computer use.
Okay. It'll be hard, and then we'll give you a setback.
That's 3.
3 purple.
Okay.
And do you have anything to remove blacks for computers? I don't think.
I think only on mechanics checks.
Yep.
Yep. I don't have anything special for computers.
Okay. And then because I have too many dark side points, we'll upgrade one. And because it could be funny.
Alright.
Don't worry, if anything happens, I'll just start asking a million questions. It will all be fine.
Do the thing from Star Trek Deep Space Nine where anytime somebody asks you, what are you doing? Well, that's a stupid question.
How many answers are you looking for?
Well, that's a stupid question.
How does one get into big game hunting? Where do you go? What do you use?
Well, I've got 2 failures, an advantage and a triumph.
Okay.
Could be worse.
So you're not able to get into their security systems. Your advantages is that on your attempt, it doesn't set off any alarms to notify people that that's what you're trying to do.
Okay.
What would you like to use your advantage for, or your triumph
My
for?
triumph for.
Our target shows up out of nowhere and we like real cool slide in next and be like, hey man, what's up?
If you want him there, he can be there.
I don't know, because the problem is I didn't technically get into the system, so using these options seems weird to me, except for maybe valuable data.
So you didn't get into the security system, but you could get into like the
registry?
the drink system, the registry.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll use that to get into the. Oh no, I don't want to get him drunk.
Everyone else drunk. But we don't know if they're staying there.
Well, I could have it where I want to go into the drink registry.
Okay.
Get it so that all the drinks that are going to him are watered down, and that all the drinks to everybody else in the entire place are double strength.
Nice.
And then they're all charged to him. I'm just joking. I'll do that.
Okay.
I want him in tip-top shape since I put my life savings on him.
Can't live without my 22 credits.
I did withhold, by the way, for your notes, 74 credits. So we have 500 down.
Say it again.
So we have 500 credits down on our
On the bet?
on the bet.
Okay.
I withheld 74 for in case we need it for something.
Okay. All right. So you're not able to get into the security part, but you're able to get into the drink programming
Yes.
and kind of alter the flow.
Does the bartender just start making like weird looks whenever he
They raised an eyebrow.
Okay. Anything else you want to do in here?
What happens if he just keeps drinking more?
To
Like,
eventually
get to
be
the same
point.
effect of, yeah.
Well, he'll also be more well hydrated, which will help reduce the effects of.
That isn't how it-
You drink a whole bunch of cheap beer. Eventually, you get to the point or the same effect as if you drink hard alcohol.
Actually,
Oh.
the hangover tends to be worse, but whatever.
The only time I had problems with hangover was mixing alcohol, so I tried to stay on the same type. And then like going to one party and they were kept handing me different things. It's like, oh, this is gonna be no good, and it was no good.
Oh, I do that to Chris all the time. He'll be drinking beer and I'll be like, here, try this. And I have hard alcohol in my hand.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
makes sense.
But that's also why I quit drinking years and years ago. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
No, I think I'm just gonna post up in my surveillance spot and see if I can find them.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna bug people in the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna track him down and ask him for his autograph to verify that's who it actually is.
Okay. So as you guys are spending time there, kind of waiting for him to appear.
Is he that kind of famous though?
Well, he could just be collecting all their signatures. You could always get like 3 or 4 or 5 other signatures of the competitors.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then he could be like the 5th or 6th one and won't think a whole lot of it.
Yeah,
Get him
I'll
to
work
sign
on
one of the
doing that.
posters.
This time he wants
Just wanted poster.
Hey, I found this picture of you. Ignore that it says wanted.
Could you
and what
sign this
down
headshot of you? Why does it say wanted?
Dead or alive.
It makes it much more valuable for your signature if it's on a wanted poster. that shows that you don't
Specifically
care about the
yours.
law.
I mean, this is in hut space, so
Shows that you don't care about the law if you're willing to autograph your own wanted poster.
But if he gets really suspicious of you doing that.
oh, he will because I have no charisma whatsoever.
Oh man.
All right. All right, so you guys are still at the Great Main. And let's find the let's forget the company names. Darrow
Yes.
is going around to find the other competitors.
Yes,
see if
and
there's any
get their
competitors.
autographs. Yes.
Okay. Looking around, you see a pair, 2 other competitors. You go up and ask them for their autograph, and both of them kind of give you a very weird look. What?
Well, if you die, that autographs can be worth a lot.
Wow.
Die. Go ahead and make me a charm check.
Okay.
Uh,
Against.
We'll say average.
Sweet. I'm gonna fail this. Yes, I did. 1 failure, 1 disadvantage.
Like,
We need a talkie person in this group.
I'm gonna put up I'll put up a post to find a 4th player. But he's like, all right, if you want a signature, go by around the table for the drinks, or around drinks for the table, and I'll sign your thing.
Okay. I head over to the terminal and I try to hack my way back into the drink registry again.
Man.
Okay. We'll just make it average with a setback this time, since you had previously got in there.
Okay.
There will be an advantage since he's tried it before.
It reduced the difficulty, so it took a purple away.
Oh.
So this time,
Okay. So 2 successes,
okay,
2 advantages, and a triumph.
okay.
Wow.
Maybe I should roll like that before.
So you get back in, kind of knowing how to get there. You're adding. How are you adjusting it for you to get free drinks for the night, or for?
Okay. Yeah. I want it so that anytime I get a drink, it goes to like a little bit of it goes to everybody else's tab.
Okay.
So like, have you seen Office Space?
Yeah.
Or they're like, I want it to be like that so that barely anybody notices it.
Okay.
Superman too.
Remember it in that one, but remember from Office Space, we're like, what? I thought this was supposed to be like $100 by.
It's like $7 million or something like that.
They mentioned Superman in Office Space too.
Yeah, that's where they got the idea from, was Superman 2.
Okay, so you're able to do that. You go up and get drinks to the table, and he takes your paper and signs his autograph on it and gives it back to you. He's like, if you have more paper to sign, I'm gladly trade for more drinks.
We should have checked if he also had a bounty on him, so we could have gotten his wanted poster to sign. I think it would have been funny.
I'm good right now.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to find more competitors.
Okay. Looking around, you see one other, and then as you're heading up to him, all of you see.
I literally go and grab a drink for him and bring it up to him while I'm going up to him. Just
Okay.
expedite stuff a little bit.
All right, and then as you're walking over to him with a drink, you see Creedell, the Trandoshan, come in, and he has another Trandoshan with him, and then a human who's a lot smaller and kind of looks more like a more of like a manager or a promoter than the other two do.
Okay.
But you go up to the other fighter with the drink. You're like, oh, all right, grabs the drink and
Can I get your autograph, please?
gives you a signature.
Yes.
That is on the hype, man.
So you're able to collect those two.
Yeah.
So as you guys you're all able to see Kreshno come into the bar, and the three go back to one of the corner tables or one of the empty tables in the corner and take a seat. The droid comes over and they place the order, and the droid wheels away.
Do I need to do another stealth roll for continued surveillance, or can I use my last one?
Oh no, you can use your last one.
So I'm just gonna be watching them,
Okay.
see if I can eavesdrop using that triumph I had.
Okay. At first, you're not able to. The conversation's a little quiet, but after they have some drinks, they start talking louder, and you're able to hear the what was it, a triumph? You're able to hear that they what's it? Plan it out, but you're able to hear the planet that he's planning to go to after the tournament.
Okay.
I'll have to find out what it is. Basically, it's a planet known for game hunting in the Outer Rim. I don't know a good one right now, but we'll make up.
Dantooine?
Yeah, you guys were just there. So
No, we were on
oh, you're on Dathomir.
Dathomir.
Which one's Dantooine?
Dantooine's where the rebel base was in episode 4, the one that was
The
abandoned.
jungle? Sure.
No, it was the one that Leia sent them to initially, and then reported back there was one at one point, but it wasn't there when they went to check.
Okay.
Man, I wish I knew stuff like that. Time to binge watch a bunch of Star Wars.
Get Disney Plus, and they're all on there.
Oh, never mind.
With Disney Plus.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't watch much on it. Probably just like 1 or 2 movies and be done with it.
Yeah. Well, Dylan, for a while, Dylan was getting into Pixar movies, and then he quit. When he quit watching them, I watched the whatever new stuff they put out for Marvel or Star Wars, and that's basically it that I watch on there. But you hear he's after the tournament. They have a shuttle going to Dantooine set up. It leaves the day after the tournament, and was it Bay 42 or I don't remember the bay that the Falcon was in.
I can't remember the number.
But yep. out of Bay 4, we'll say Bay 42. Okay.
To let you guys know over the ear set, what I hear, sounds like he doesn't have a ship. He's gonna be leaving Planet Side tomorrow via shuttle from Bay 42.
So tomorrow's the day of the tournament, and then he'll be leaving the day after. So 2 days.
And he's headed to Dantooine.
Anything Min is doing?
Oh, she's just bugging people, asking weird questions.
Okay. All right.
What kind of weird questions? Like questions to things they shouldn't know the answer to, or like weirdly invasive questions?
Whatever pops in her head. Kind of maybe like if you were to set a trap, would jelly be a good like option for this? Or like if you were to get trapped on this island for whatever reason, but you could have one item, what would you bring with you?
Okay. You're having to talk to a lot of people because normally after the second question, they kind of just
Ignore me.
turn the shoulder to you. So you're just bouncing around the bar. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do here?
Well, I need to ask him for his autograph now, since
Okay.
I've already committed to doing this.
We're halfway, can't go back. Okay. So you go up to the table and there's the two Trandoshans and the smaller human there. And as you approach, they both stare at you. Like, what do you want?
Oh,
Take the fight poster with all the autographs. I was like, can I please have your autograph?
He looks at it and it's like, it's not a good picture of me.
Well, you can sign over it if that's your issue.
do you have a better photo?
Okay.
I don't have his water poster. He does.
He takes it and signs and kind of gives you a weird eye as you for asking for it.
Thanks. And then I head off.
Okay. It's signed with his name, the name of the person you're looking for.
Okay.
It's not, or it was.
It is.
Oh, okay. Man, we
So
would
we
have made
know
a
what he
huge
looks like.
mistake.
Yeah, I don't want to jump some Transdoshan who is
The wrong
not the one that we're looking for.
Man,
They're not very nice, so you don't want to upset multiple Trandoshans.
Yes.
So, okay. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm just gonna continue doing surveillance until he goes up to a room.
Okay.
or you're gonna watch
He
it from-
he's down there for probably about 2 hours before he heads up. He goes over to the barkeep and talks for a little bit. And then you see him get a key from behind or he's handing a key from behind the bar, and he heads off to the stairs to the side, going up to the upper floor.
I'll make a stealth roll, see if I can tell him, identify what room he's going to.
Okay. Go ahead. Since now he's closer, it'll be 1 red and 1 purple.
Okay, I will use a token
Okay.
to, what does that upgrade on my green,
Yeah.
essentially?
Yep.
Six success and 2 threat.
Okay. You head up. You head up behind him. You're able to stay quiet. You follow him, and you see he checks into room 7, which is kind of on the upstairs on the right hand side.
Okay. Good. Then I'll make my way out to the street.
Okay.
I'll let you guys know, he's in room 7, which is upstairs on the right.
All right. Anything else from Min?
Nope.
Anything else from Daro?
Nope.
Okay. You guys head back out and group up. Then you're just gonna head back to the ship to hang out.
I want to go find the hangar that his ship's in, so we at least know where that is. So that way, if we've got to rush to it,
Okay.
we actually know where we're going.
Okay. You head down there and you get to the to Bay 42. You see one of the it's a large cargo ship. It's the G7, they call it G7 Space Turtle.
Okay.
They're really huge. They have kind of small thrusters on the back. Yep. And looking as you're there, they're loading it with cargo. So it's not a like a
It's not
nice
normal.
transport ship.
Okay.
It's not like a
Passenger.
the passenger ship. It's more of a cargo ship that he's planning to use. So this is what it looks like.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
It looks like a ship from Eve Online.
Okay. And you can do anything else when you're there?
Not really. I don't want to risk him going and getting another ship that we don't know about. So I'm not going to mess with it.
Okay. All right. So you guys know where it is in case it's needed. Anything else before heading back to the ship? Or heading back to your own ship?
Nope, not really.
Are they keeping the ship secured? Like, are they closing the door behind them when they walk off and like, setting a guard or anything like that?
The bay closes, but there's no guards there.
Were they doing any counter surveillance?
Not that you saw.
Okay.
It's kind of just a general spaceport
So it looks very normal.
versus being like a private landing area or a military port or anything like that. So
But that particular ship, there was nothing suspicious.
no,
Okay.
It's just a general cargo ship.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else before you head back?
You're like a rocket scientist, but you still take your car in to another mechanic.
I don't have any tools. All of my
Dang.
tools are at work.
If it's a jet engine, I got it. But
Yeah,
if it's
That-
a V6, then
I'm not getting paid for it, so I'm not doing it.
That's
That's
funny.
fair.
I was like, was it on one of the episodes of Big Bang? They're driving like Penny's check engine lights on, and she's like, "Well, if you guys know how to fix it, by all means." And she's like, "Oh, regular combustion engines? Oh, no problem. We understand how those work. Oh, can you fix it? Oh, of course not. but we can tell you what's wrong."
that's funny.
But TPMS lights require a lot of TPMS sensors require some specialized equipment. I don't want to fork over that kind of money for them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just found out how to change out my air filter.
Well, depending on your car, it might be surprising that you can get to
Yeah.
your air filter without taking something off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on mine, it requires no tooling to replace the air filter. But then other ones, it's a pain in the butt to do.
Good. My wife has a Dodge Charger, and her battery died. So we called AutoZone or wherever. We're like, "Hey, if we have it towed over here, can you just change out the battery?" And like, "Nope." Like, what? Like, the battery has some weird connection that they recommend you go to the dealership to have it changed.
Yeah.
And like, so I watched a video of it online, and it's like, so the battery's in the trunk, and then it has like I said, it's two terminals. So it's like the terminals up front to jumpstart up there, and then the actual battery in the back should jumpstart from the rear. So you can jumpstart from either location. And because of this, it causes like you have to do something weird with to basically shut the front terminal off when you change the battery.
Interesting.
And it's like, what? Who designed this?
You know, the best intentions.
I ask that question every time I try to work on an airplane. As the engineer, I go, what were they smoking when they decided to do it this way?
That's the big joke, right? Is engineers never plan anything for mechanics. Like,
No, they don't.
Aw.
It's if they do, it's always an afterthought.
My dad was an engineer, but he was a field engineer, and he was working on some part on a plane. It's like, so he sent back to the plant. It's like, hey, send me this part. And like, okay, well, here's the new part for it because they got it changed. He gets his like, this doesn't work. It's like, it works. So like they call it, like try to walk him through it over the phone. And he's like, no, this does not work. I'm like, no. Our engineers have tested this. I'm like, I'm one of your engineers and I'm testing it now. It does not work. And so like it got escalated like 3 levels before they're finally like, huh, doesn't work. And so in the meantime, he jerry-rigged something to keep it going while they redid the part. And it's like, geez.
Oh, the best part stuff is when you're looking at like tech manuals for planes built during like the 70s. For like panels, they'll have these detail for like an aerodynamic panel, something that doesn't really matter all that much. They'll put there's like 4 screws in it, and it's very obvious how it's supposed to do, but they'll go into excruciating detail how to install it. But then on the engine, it's effectively, we believe in you. You're like, I could use a little more guidance than this.
That's why I tell my new flubs, I believe in you. Things right there.
Yeah, that's why I don't work on stuff. Cause I'm like, how much damage am I going to cost to this to have me cost more later on? So better just have a professional start now versus me break it and then pay a professional to fix what I broke. And so,
yeah,
That's what I did with my mirror, my passenger side mirror. Someone in the, I don't know what happened, but I came back to my car and the skull cap is on the ground. I'm like, well, okay. So I go and try and finagle it back on. Doesn't go on. I go into the dealership and he's like, yeah, that's $600 to fix. I'm like, excuse me? You just super glue it back on. I'll do that at home. And he's like, no. And then he literally just took it and he shoved it on there and it hasn't come off yet. And I'm like, okay.
yep. So, all right. You guys head back to your own ship for the evening. The next day is going to be the day of the tournament. What's the plans?
Is it free to go into the tournaments or did we really just screw the pooch on that?
No, it's free to go in.
Oh, okay.
They want more people in there to encourage
Gamble.
to gamble.
Well, gambling is slippery slope, just saying.
It's like going to the
we are
casino
in
is free,
hut
but
space though.
gotta
That's
put down money
fair.
to gamble.
Yep.
That's what they have instead of taxes here.
But you
is
have to sit at
gambling.
a gambling machine for them to come over to give you free drinks and look like you're playing.
Chris was so mad when he found that out. Yeah.
I was in Vegas one time and just overbooked my stay, so I spent a whole day just at the blackjack table and like ordered like 2 rum and cokes and yeah, it's like rum and coke coloration.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near balanced for taste.
Well, they want you to keep spending.
Yep. They want you to be drunk and keep spending. So I'm like, all right, I'm good with those. I'll take water. All right. So you guys are able to get into the tournament. Cool.
Cool.
As you go in, you see the arena floor. It has, it's probably 30 yards long by 20 yards wide. It's reduced from its normal size for this, and there's multiple layers of pedestals kind of throughout. To get between them, you have to jump from one to the next. And as you go, you see the tournament bracket of for the single elimination tournament. You get there and some of the fights have already happened, but you see that Kreshna is still there. Is there anything you're gonna do or just sitting and watching, or anything you're gonna do while it's going on?
I'm imagining like American Ninja Warrior course. Sorry, trying to find on this little thing.
Is he
I'm
making any
imagining
eye contact with
Smash
anyone in the
Brothers.
audience
When he's out there, no.
or any sort of communication with anyone?
Mm-mm.
Is he cheating? Can we tell that he's cheating?
You don't see him cheating. He's he's a hunter by trade. So he's used to moving through jungles, changing levels, as well as he's very strong. So he's very adept at moving around, and with it being close combat fighting, that's his preference. He doesn't even have a weapon. He just uses his natural claws.
How are the other competitors? Do they look hungover?
Not many. There are only a couple. It looks like they're drinking a little bit, but they stopped before any serious damage was done.
So just watch for now.
Okay. The fights continue to progress as different people fight on the arena. As it continues, Creshnell continues to advance into the quarterfinals. At that point, they kind of pause the fights, and you see them start to rearrange the arena, changing location of the platforms, and kind of have everybody dispersed, and they're going to set up a new layout. Most people use it to take a break to go get drinks or to go out and go get lunch, and takes about an hour or so before they or it takes about 2 hours before they set back up for the finals. And while that's going on, is there anything you want to go out and do?
It's a 2-hour break.
They say it'll be a 2-hour break before the conclusion.
I'll go back to the spaceport and kind of take a look at the Bay 42, see what's going on there, see if Creshnell returns there for the 2-hour break.
Okay. You go back there, and again, it looks like they're just doing general bulk loading of transport stuff. You don't see Creshnell there.
Are there any other Trandoshans
While
at
you're
that ship?
While you're there, you see the other Trandoshan who is sitting with Creshnell.
Okay.
You see him go onto the ship. He's on there for maybe a half hour.
Does it look like he's in charge at all, or what's his hierarchy on the ship that I can tell?
Looking like before he walks onto the ship, people from the ship come out and greet him. Where it seems more he's a paying passenger than crew.
Okay. I'll wait for him to leave, then maybe I'll sneak onto the ship.
Okay. And it takes about a half hour, and you see him leave again, being escorted when he's leaving the ship.
Okay. Is he heading towards the direction of the arena?
Yeah, he's heading back towards the arena.
Okay. Once there's kind of a lull in activity, I'll try to sneak onto the ship and identify what they're transporting.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. It will be 1 red and 2 purple.
And then I can use one of those extra advantages to do a blue?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 red, 2 purple?
Yep. You have 1 point left if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay.
All right, 6 success and 1 threat.
Okay. You're easily able to sneak on board without being seen. You move around through the whole of the ship, kind of bouncing around as the crews loading the cargo. You see most of the cargo is
I found a cat.
yep. She's laying on the blanket. Or did she stalk you in the bathroom?
She stalked me into the bathroom, so
Yeah, she does that.
not on the table.
She'll sit right outside the door. And she did that this morning. And then when the lights were off, she got kicked because she was sitting right in the walkway. But looking in the cargo containers, you see most of them have mechanical parts or parts for like fixing small outposts, like fixing reinforced walls for different outposts.
Yeah.
Going out to the planet. Some of them have the couple of boxes have like food rations.
Any of the crates, Trandoshan in design or writing or
No.
language?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Feels like they're bringing more supplies to help reinforce outposts and bring supplies out to them for a couple outposts out there.
So no indication of Creshnell's cargo?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on the ship?
No, I'll make my egress.
Okay. What's going on? Anything from Min?
She probably stayed at the arena just wandering about.
Okay. And Daro?
Not doing much, just chilling out at the arena.
Okay.
Did we get to see if like the competitors left at all?
The competitors didn't leave or they went back to kind of like their staging area.
Mhm.
They didn't leave the arena, but you're able to watch the exits and see that they never left. Okay. After the 2 hours passed, they've restaged the arena. They've shrunk the size of it down to be about 15 by 15 yards. So everybody's much closer than they were before. They have extra camera droids out there floating around to get the better views. And then the announcer comes on. He's like, for the finals, we're changing the format where the finals is all 4 competitors at once. The last man standing wins. And then slowly they introduce the 4 competitors who come out. Creshnell is part of them, and they give them time to prepare and get ready. And they start the final match. Go ahead and roll percentile dice.
I didn't bring my percentile dice. Why are they all buried?
Just one person.
19.
Just one person roll, or you want all of us? roll?
Just one.
Oh,
19.
What's that? And
aggressively throwing dice.
okay. As the fight starts, you see the 3 other competitors all diverge onto Creshnell as they all work together to deal with the strongest competitor.
They're cheating.
Tactics.
Yeah, we expected the wrong person to cheat.
When fighting them, he's able to knock one of the other people off the pedestal, but before succumbing to the numbers, and he gets knocked off the pedestal. And then the person who wins is Nasto, the Zabarak, who had the vibro spear. It's the one who ends up winning. As the competition ends, you see they take the purse out to or they present the prize to Nasto. The Creshnell when he leaves the floor, of course, upset and complaining, but he heads back to the locker room, and shortly after, he's since you guys are trying to keep an eye on him. You see him meet up with the other Trandoshan and start to head out.
They go to the ship.
They head back to the Great Main.
Okay.
Are we gonna try and get him before he leaves the planet, or we're gonna follow him to the new planet?
That's a good question.
Yeah, we probably should.
Or do you want to try to get me onto the ship so that I can reprogram their navigational computer to make them go someplace we want them to go?
I mean, do we have anything else set up?
Is there anything more preferable than here?
Preferably someplace where there aren't a lot of people or witnesses. And that we can get to first.
Okay.
And probably something like deserted, not deserted, but like a desert or desert planet again. Just because if he's used to hunting, he knows how to hide in a forest.
Okay.
Sure.
Or we could just program the computer so that way they are more likely to go to the landing spot of our choice on Dantooine, but should probably arouse fewer suspicions to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the plan is to head back over to the ship and change the course or hard lock the course in.
Yep.
Okay. You guys all start to head over there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Can you do a group stealth check?
Please, somebody else do it.
I'll do that.
So are we all going to try and stow away on the ship, or are we going to somehow convince Fygul to let us take his ship?
That's another question.
We could probably stow away on the ship.
But it's a cargo ship.
We could also change the ship's manifest so that we're supposed to be on it.
I feel like that'd be really suspicious if we ran into him on the ship.
I'm the only one whose face he recognizes.
That's fair.
Yeah, and you can stay in quarters.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone's
Two purple?
It'll be 2 purple, but then we'll give you 1 black because you're helping the 2 others.
Also, I think my armor has like a face mask thing I can put on.
Okay.
One failure.
Okay. So you guys are.
I've been rolling 6 and 7 successes all night.
Yep. Your luck has to end somewhere.
Yep.
Unless using the force to mess with it. But you get onto the ship since you kind of knew their beginning routine.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you start moving around in spots that you hadn't been before, a pair of guards are like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? Who are you?"
We're from the starport safety inspections. We got to check the ship before it goes off.
Go and give me a deception check.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's going to be 1 red and 2 purple.
Oh God. Can me carrying a thing of tools
Sure.
give me a boost?
I'll give you a boost.
Okay.
I'll use a point because I actually need them.
Oh God.
So we'll change the purple to a
We're
red.
doing real good. Okay.
So that's a no. That's a no. 1 failure. I did better than I thought I was gonna do.
All right.
At least we didn't get like the critical failure.
I'll jump in as soon as I realize like they're not buying any of it. Like, look, there's no reason to lie. We're here
Huge
because
fanboy.
yeah, we just watched the tournament and we were hoping to get a sight of one of the fighters, and we were hoping to hire him.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that one.
Go and give me a deception check.
You really need a talky person.
Mm-hmm.
Or you guys can use some of your experience to improve those things. It would be same 1 red, 2 purple.
4 failure,
Oh,
2 advantage.
You did worse than I did.
Like, you guys want to hire the guy we're transporting? No, I'm getting the captain. You see the
oh no.
the one guy stays there with you. You see him kind of unsnap his blaster. It's a small one, but he's not drawing it. Then you see the other one kind of start down the hall.
I'll just leave. Like, all right, see ya.
Okay.
You guys coming?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm guessing he hasn't tried to physically stop us.
No.
Okay.
Not that it's 3 on, since it's 3 on 1. He's like,
No.
Okay. You guys head off the ship, and he kind of tails behind you, kind of to make sure that you leave the ship or leave the area, but not physically interact with you.
Okay.
So who wants to tell Fygul the plan?
Well,
Well, I think now we have to-
clearly we've established it's not us two.
Okay.
Well, I think our old plan is out now. We're gonna have to intercept him before he gets on the ship.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
So we're gonna go see if we can find him at the lodge again.
yeah.
Just tail him.
Okay. As you're going, as you're heading back to the lodge, go and do a group. You can go and do a group vigilance check.
You might want to have somebody other than me do it.
Since
I
you
have
reoccurring
2
trend.
will.
I have 2 as well.
Okay. It'll just be average check. So, man, if you want to roll, since you haven't rolled much today,
Yeah.
50-50.
so 2 purple. We'll give you a boost since everybody's
How's
there.
everyone?
Well,
That's
it's a
good.
success.
3 successes and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. As
Better than
you're
our last 2 rolls.
Much better.
as you're walking back, you notice a prime spot to kind of position to ambush him if he takes this path to go back to a ship. There's a spot where there's a ladder on the side and a perch is kind of enclosed that you'd be able to shoot well from if you're if you choose to use that method.
Oh, like stipend?
Mhm.
But how do we collect the body after that?
Well, once you've taken them down, then you can get the body. Okay. Are you keeping it back to the Great Main, or is everybody going to go to the Great Main, or? Good trying.
Everyone probably has to go.
Yeah. You want attention? I'm giving you attention.
Who's our best sniper?
You. You're the only sniper.
Well, I guess I could set up here and we could communicate through headset to see if I don't know, we run surveillance all night, or do you just want to rest tonight and get up early in the morning?
Well, so the ship leaves at what time tomorrow?
I don't know.
I think what I should do is rig some stuff so that with the press of so that I could just tap my data pad and it causes obstructions to come in so you can't run off, fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Okay.
what I should be doing with the rest of my time is rig up something like that.
Okay.
I'll set up camouflage and try to improve my position of
Okay.
Chunky cat.
Go ahead and go and make a stealth check. Those would be average 2 purple. For yours, you can go and do a mechanics check. That'll be average as well. 2
What
purple.
should I do?
What should you do?
I don't know. Just not get in the way.
3 success and 1 advantage.
Okay. So you're able to find a you're able to modify it to make where you would be shooting from much less visible.
Okay.
One success, two advantages.
Okay. At the point where the ambush is, there's a door, cargo bay door, that you'd be able to basically hit a button to help to close.
Okay.
With your two advantages, nobody notices you mucking with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably could have checked if the ship was unattended at night.
I'm sure the crew is probably still on the ship.
Yeah, but
And
asleep.
especially since they caught people trying to sneak on board. There's a good chance that they're gonna have somebody, at least one person.
Yeah.
Anything from Min?
No, doesn't do well with combat.
He's gonna ask people weird questions.
All right. So you guys set up for it. You guys wait through the evening, waiting for him to come by.
Yep.
And the following morning, he comes down. So you have unless I'm probably still not whiteboard. So you have your perch on a long corridor with the door out front. Where is Min and Daro going to be? They're going to be up on the perch, or you want to position yourself
By
elsewhere?
the back door.
By the back door? Okay.
Is there a back door?
So, hey, I'll put it right next to me. Hallway going here. Here's the spot where the perch is. Here's the
Door I can
door
slam
you
shut.
can close. You can shut. Has another path going off this way. Just going to a different hangar bay, which has a locked door here. Then there's a long path going back down the other way.
Is there any like garbage or anything along this path over here on either side? Because I'd like to hide in that area so that way we've got somebody back here to kind of cut them off from coming back that way, and
Okay.
also so that I can give everybody a heads up if I spot them coming down before
Okay.
that.
We'll say there's a refresher
Okay.
here and here.
Okay.
So we get a spot that you can hide in and look out of.
Okay.
So this is at the hangar though?
So this is a different hangar. The one that they're going to is farther down this way. So the hangar they want's down here. So that's the hangar before theirs. There's the path going down. So they'd be going down this way. So it's a new one. I've down here before. Those two, then Usagi, then Min and Daro in the refreshers,
Sure.
in the bathrooms. Okay. All right, so it'll be up to Usagi to basically start the combat.
Okay.
Once he is ready. You can take yep, so you'll get a first shot before initiative. You can get 2 boost dice for continued aiming, since you have a while to do it. And it is going to be at medium range. So it'll be 2 purple. Unless you want to do it, unless you want him to be closer when you do it.
Can I wait until he gets within short range?
Yeah,
He's gonna be walking right by me, so I'll just wait because I have a point blank. So I get a bonus if they're in short.
so it'd be back here. So you're farther away from the
So
door.
I'll take the shot once they get in point blank range.
Okay, and are you shooting Krashnal or the?
Which way are they walking?
So they're heading this way.
Okay.
We gotta pass those first.
I'm gonna take this shot at Krashnal since we know he's the bigger threat,
Okay.
or likely is the bigger threat.
Or at least our primary target.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
And I will spend one of our tokens there.
One,
Or does this game upgrade damage based on how many successes you get?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay,
So are we aiming to kill or are we aiming to not kill?
kill.
Oh, okay.
The price is the same alive or dead. So
I have my hat that can do non-lethal, but this guy's a bad dude.
well, most guns can do. Will have stun.
Most
Oh, really?
guns, mine has a stun setting.
Oh,
on
it does. It's disorient. I'm guessing that's
Okay.
what disorient means.
No, that's a little different.
Disorient gives setback dice, the black dice to people on their actions.
Oh, okay.
But pretty much all guns have stun.
If your
unless it's
blaster
a-
has a stun setting, it should say it. Which one do you have?
The berserker.
Just saying, you know,
Do you guys want-
killing him doesn't really justify. Doesn't really.
He lost me money.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, he's a murderer.
He was supposed to win, and I put all my money on it.
Yeah, but killing him doesn't bring back wins.
It makes me feel better.
Okay.
I'm okay either way, but I definitely have no like compassion for this guy.
That's fair.
What's the other name of this gun? Like the
The official name.
I'm not sure. It's a rifle.
yeah, I'm looking in
Called
right
berserker.
because I don't see it. In this. Oh, that's in the exotic weapons section. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh, fancy.
Berserker rifle. Okay. It has burn, cumbersome, and disorient. So it is not a. It does not have a stun setting on it.
All right.
Burn 1, cumbersome 3, disorient 1.
So I can
burn one. You can
this.
set them on, burn one basically sets them on fire.
with an advantage.
You have to have 2 advantages to activate it.
Okay.
Disorient, you have to use 2 advantages, and it gives them a black dice for rounds equal to the disorient rating.
Oh, nice.
What was the disorient?
One.
Yeah.
So you get a black dice for the next round.
So are you gonna go that way? It's lethal only with that, or I can throw my hat
Yeah.
at him.
What about the?
Yeah, because
friend
yours
weapon?
fires slugs. They're magnetically projected slugs. So yours is a slug thrower, so it's not a blaster.
Okay.
Are we gonna
Okay.
kill the person with him too?
If he
Um,
doesn't surrender or run away, well,
If
we're
you-
eliminating his opportunity to run away. So if he doesn't surrender,
Yeah, I have no reason to think that we need to kill him.
I'm gonna call the cops on us.
All right, we'll go ahead and take your
we
shot.
are in hut space.
Is it a standard?
For
for
the
the-
short would be 1 purple.
He is the cops here.
One success and then 2, 4, 6 advantage.
Okay.
So that does 8 damage
The weapon damages 8.
because of a blank.
So,
And then
sure.
what can I spend advantage on?
So what's the base weapon damage?
7.
7. Okay. Then 1 for point blank,
And then 1
and then 1 for your success. So it'd be 9.
Oh, you get to add your first success as well?
Yeah.
So 9.
Yep. That's one thing I always hate about White Wolf. That your first success was the hit.
Right.
So it's like not even add. So 9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay.
And I can spend advantage to burn and to disorient.
You can.
Okay, I will do both.
Okay. So he will get a black dice on his for his next turn.
And then I will spend my other advantage to give myself a blue on the next
Okay.
shot.
All right. And I forget. Nobody ever uses burn weapons.
Yeah, burn is target suffers weapons based damage for a number of rounds equal to rating.
And
It's 1.
is it at the beginning of his turn?
It says when triggered. It doesn't tell me when, how often it goes.
As soon as the beginning of his turn.
Because I'm just looking at it on the GM screen.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll an initiative. So you'll be using your cool since you guys were prepared for it. Let me know what your. This is a good turn. At the start of each turn, each actions, each damage is applied at the start of each of the target's actions. Okay. They make a 2 difficulty coordination check to if there's stuff to try to put out with. If it's too difficult to put it out, or easy check if there's stuff that's helpful to put it out. So, but it's burn one, so we'll just hit one more round of it.
Yeah, but that's 7 damage,
Yep.
which is nice.
Okay. So go ahead and roll and let me know your successes and advantages.
1 success, 2 advantages.
2
advantage.
advantage,
I have 3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay. Where's that? The player, non-player, non-player, player. Okay. Crush now rolled 2 triumphs on his initiative roll. So he's going to take it out of turn to try to spot where he was shot from. What? 3 successes on your stealth check on the last one that you did.
Can't remember now.
Okay. Yeah.
It was quite a bit.
Phil, you see him right after he gets hit, reacting faster than anybody. He spins around and kind of starts searching the area, not seeing anybody. He immediately darts into this tunnel with his remaining 2 triumphs. But he's still in. Oops, that was the wrong one. He immediately darts into that hallway. It's still where you can see him.
Just him, or can still see him, or all of us can still see him?
Well, right now you guys are in the refresher.
Yeah.
So once you come out, you'd have to get closer to see him.
Okay.
And then it'd be a player's turn. So anybody can take the action. It doesn't have to be the person who rolled the highest.
I don't need to go right now because the thing I'm waiting on, he didn't go that direction. So
Well, I might as well take another shot then.
Okay.
So I'll aim.
You move to medium range at this point, so it'd be 2 purple. I'll use Destiny point to upgrade. He has the talent adversary because he's the bad guy, which gives a natural upgrade. Should have two red.
Okay. For success, 1 advantage, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage,
Okay.
and not enough advantage to do anything else.
You can, if you're missing a strain, you recover a strain or pass the boost dice to the next person to go.
Oh yeah, you're the one across the way, right? So you probably have the best shot.
Yeah.
Who's across the way?
yeah, I am.
So I'll give you a boost die whatever you end up doing, since you have the best chance of seeing.
Well, at 1, it's just literally next allied player to go.
Yeah.
You don't get to pick who it is
Oh, okay,
for 1 advantage. It takes 2 to specify who it is.
gotcha. So next player.
And the base weapon is 7.
Yep.
Okay. He not looking happy. As the fire starts to go out, he continues to search for who is messing with him.
just thinking he has his trophies just chilling on his shoulder. Like, that's gross.
Most traditions do that.
Really? Oh. Okay, then never mind. I guess it's normal for him.
They especially like hunting Wookiees.
You see him kind of, after he's ran into the corner, you see him kind of crouch down and start sniffing the air and looking around. You see him notice where you are. But he not in good enough shape. You see him dart back to this locked door, and he tries to brute strength it open. That, that, that. He does not. You see him down at that. Usagi still sees him down at the end of the hallway, up at the mechanical door, basically trying to brute force the panels open, and not having any luck. Next player. Who'd like to go?
Probably you if you have a better shot.
The only thing I'm waiting on either this guy to go past here or him to approach that.
So hold your.
So I'm holding right now.
Okay. You see he goes over and hooks this wall, sees where the shots were coming from, but doesn't know the actual location.
When Min pops out and goes, so that he realized that one's not safe.
Any cover is better than no cover.
Tell where the shots coming from. God, that's not a threat. All three. Oh no, there's one failure. So that goes. So 2, 4, 6 threat.
Wow.
He uses his triumph to gain another maneuver. He darts over to the ladder and then climbs partway up and kind of starts tearing at your camouflage, knock it down to make his way up there. So the last player, Min.
Just like kick the ladder.
I guess Lynn's gonna pop out and try
Okay.
and shoot him then.
Okay.
What range is this at?
Probably long.
That'd be at long.
Okay. So what did I roll for this?
So it'd be 3 purple for him to be at long range. And you use your range light, I'm assuming you have a light blaster. And exception dark side points, I'll upgrade. So 1 red and 2 purple.
You can use one of the light side points to upgrade one of your greens.
Oh no, trust me, she's gonna miss.
never
I
know.
have a +1 inaccuracy for longer ranges, past short.
Nice.
So what do I?
You
have?
add a you add a setback die.
Yeah.
So I need to put 2 on since
Uh,
it's that long.
what was the gun?
What's the inaccuracy score? 1?
+1 for longer ranges, and it's at a short range. It's usable at a short range.
If it's then it's only 1 setback die.
Oh.
If it's inaccurate 1.
But then just there to distract at this point.
Since he didn't take an action, you can take the boost dice. That was from his
Yes.
Oh, that's
from
fair.
his roll.
I didn't succeed at all.
No, you didn't.
I have 2 failures.
Okay. You shoot down your blaster bolts kind of hit the wall near him, but do no damage.
Distraction accomplished.
Okay, we'll go back to the top of the round. So Usagi, you have the other Trandoshan kind of up the ladder, tearing your cover up. And you have Krishnell trying to brute strength the door open.
I'm staying focused on my target.
Okay. Still be medium range.
I'll aim.
We'll give you a setback for the distraction that the guy in front of you is destroying your stuff.
Oh.
And it's mediums to purple, but because he has adversary, one would get upgraded. And because I have dark side points, I'll upgrade the other one.
Do you want to use one of the light side points?
Yeah, I'll use
Okay.
that makes a yellow.
Yep.
Okay. Are you still within medium range?
Yeah.
Good one. All right, so it's 3 success,
Okay.
3 triumph, and then despair.
A despair.
Oh, dang.
Okay. So 3 success, so 10 damage.
This chart has all the special stuff you can do with the triumphs and
Cool.
advantages.
I'll use my weapon special again to make him burn.
Okay. You hit him again as he reignites.
And I'll give you guys another blue in your next action.
As he drops to the ground. As he drops to the ground, you all hear the fire alarm system echo throughout the entire corridor.
Nice.
As you see at different points along here, foam is starting to be sprayed into the walkway, into the corridors over here.
Question, is fire retardant foam in Star Wars toxic? Because in real life, it is very toxic.
This is very fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll say
okay.
Okay.
If it isn't real life, we'll make it and as a despair. So
Oh, and some of it will actually absorb oxygen out of the air. So if you're in an enclosed environment, it will suffocate you.
it'll take a long time to get there because of how big the corridor is, but it's spilling out.
That's for the greater good.
Okay.
Actually, you'd be surprised with those systems. I've seen them go off in hangars before, and they fill up pretty quick.
Thanks.
Next player.
Oh, we need to go get him now.
Nope.
I need to verify that my what exactly my armor has on it.
And deal with the other one.
My Does the other guy do anything yet? Has he noticed?
He isn't acted. He's up here kind of tearing down to get up towards Usagi.
Oh, okay.
As a muzzle flash goes off his face.
So he's climbing up the ladder?
Mhm.
Can I just go and how far can I move to go?
You get to medium range.
Okay. I'm not aiming for the guy, the alive one. I'm aiming for the dead one.
The dead one's back here.
Yeah, we'll make it there eventually.
Okay. So you're aiming for the live one that's going after Usagi?
No, I'm gonna go attempt to pick up the dead person before we all
Okay.
suffocate.
Okay. So if you just want to, so if you're not going to shoot, then you can
Nope.
double move
Oh, cool.
and get farther up here.
And that's the goal.
Okay.
No, it does not come with a respirator in it.
Okay. So that will change his time then. Min, do you have any defense from your armor? Or do you have armor?
It says soak is 2, but 4 for energy and 3 for others, which I'm not particularly sure what I meant by that.
Okay. As you're running over to get Krashnell, the other Trandoshan sees you coming down the hallway, and he pushes and leaps off the ladder and lands near you, and he is going to try to grab you. He jumps off the ladder, lands near you, takes a couple steps, and kind of grabs you by the shoulders and spins around, kind of putting you in between where the shots were coming from.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna go to Darko.
Daro?
Darko.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out and shoot at the guy.
Okay.
Surprise.
And I take special penalties because mine's only medium range weapon, right?
Where he is, it'd be medium range.
Oh, it's medium range?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am good.
Okay. You get a natural upgrade since he is engaged with Min.
Look, if you shoot me, it's okay.
Oh, you
I
are
deserve that one.
Well, I'm gonna use a light side point.
Okay.
One failure, 2 advantages.
Okay. Your blasts start going around the Min and the Trandoshan, not connecting. Your advantages if you want to pass the boost, or you use 2 advantages to take another maneuver.
I could also use 2 advantages to give him a setback die on his next check.
You sure can.
And I think I'll use that.
Okay. All right. I'll go to the top of the round. First player.
Oh, shiny. What's the equivalent of like grapple?
You because you have to make an opposed coordination check to coordination or athletics check to get away from him.
You want to go first, see if you can disengage?
Yeah, or at least like spin us back around so I'm not between
Yeah,
him
Okay.
and you guys.
I'd say try to maneuver so I can take a clear shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said a coordination?
So you can use either coordination or athletics. So either wiggling your way free or trying to push your way free. But his is going to be 2 red and 2 purple. 'Cause he is strong.
So 2 red and 2 purple?
Yep.
Do you want to use a light side point?
Probably this time. And then, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, what a disaster. 2 failures and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You try to squirm free and he keeps the hold on you. Positions you to a better spot in between you and the shooter. So he'll give a black dice for being shot at.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and take a shot. I think I can do it.
Okay. So he is at medium range, so it's 2 purple. I'm gonna use a point to upgrade. And then because he's engaged with Min, it'll be another upgrade, so it'll be 2 red. And then the black from her threat.
Okay. I'll use a point.
Point as well. Okay.
It's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 success, 1 advantage. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay.
I'll pass on a blue.
Okay. He is still standing, but does not look well. He starts screaming out, "Put your weapons down, or I'm gonna break her freaking neck." And he's try a card check. So for the group, what's the highest willpower
I think we all up 2.
and discipline?
My willpower is 2. My discipline is 1.
All right.
Yeah, I also have 1 on discipline.
You hear him say this, and from looking at him, you see that it. You don't see it in his eyes of being a murder, and he basically pulls her back down the tunnel. Next player.
Do I have a clear line of sight of him, or?
If you double move, so you have to take 2 strain, you can get here. It wouldn't be a clean line of sight, but you'd be able to shoot at him.
Okay, I'll do that. It's 2
Okay.
strain.
Yep, 2 strain.
I need to recover this strain at some point.
That's what advantage is for.
Not overnight. You recover them all.
All right. So he's at medium range.
He's at medium range,
Okay.
and it's engaged, so your purple would become a red. And because I really want her to get shot, we're gonna keep trying this.
Okay. Well,
Two
I'm
red.
gonna use one of
Definitely
those.
wants to be shot too.
Must reward stupidity.
Look, I didn't think it was gonna happen like that.
Victory is mine.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So,
How much do you shoot her for?
well, hold up. Hold up. All right. So all right. So I have 1 net success, 2 advantages, but the despair.
Okay. So just be your weapon damage +1.
Yes, which is
Not very bad.
7 total.
7. All right. So your blast hits Min for 7 damage. So is your armor? You said something versus blast versus energy blast.
I'm sorry.
What was your armor again?
Energy, and then it said 3 others. So Soka
Okay.
4 for energy, and
Okay.
then Soka 3 for the
So you
others.
take 3 wounds. As Daro shoots you. As you're
Well,
being restrained.
so
by-
do I
by
shoot
strangulation.
her and then it goes through her and hits him too?
Nope.
Oh,
It just hits her.
What a way that would have gone.
And then I guess I'm gonna use the extra maneuver. Oh no, I already used 2 maneuvers this
Yeah.
turn. Never mind. I guess I will. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the stun quality on that, so she only takes strain instead of actual
Okay.
wounds. That's what I'm doing with those advantages.
Sure. I'll let you. Okay. So go back to the top of the round.
I'll stand up from cover
Okay.
with my rifle still trained on him,
Mhm.
and leap to within short range,
Okay.
And as my next action, I will demand his surrender. Give up, drop your weapons, let her go. We won't kill you.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your coercion check. So your willpower and
I'm not-
coercion.
I'm not lying.
Well, no, coercion's intimidation, so
Oh,
the
okay.
deception would be lying. So,
Well,
be
I'm not really trying to coerce him either. I'm just matter of factly saying if you don't, that I'll pull the trigger.
right. So this is basically how much he believes you.
Oh, okay.
It'd be 1 red and 1 purple.
Can I get a boost die from the circumstances that he's in?
You can. You could actually get 2 because he's kind of cornered in the hallway.
Okay.
And you've already shot him.
No success, 4 advantage.
Okay. He you see him kind of stop and think about it. But then he looks back and sees the burnt body of his friend and he's like, I can't trust you. And your advantage is he kind of starts to turn. You'll say your advantage is he pushes Min away into you, or away from him towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of you see him starting to dart down the hallway.
Okay.
This hallway?
Yeah, going this way.
Okay.
Towards your.
Methane.
Yep. So then Min, or the next player, you see the last Trandoshan starting to run down the hallway as Min got shoved away a little bit.
So it obscures my shot temporarily.
Either Min or Darrow.
I'll let Min recover from her getting shoved.
You said
And
you feel,
shot.
you feel he pushed you away, and you see his back to you as he's trying to run down the hallway.
So it's not like a prone thing.
No, you get a boost because he's not watching you,
Oh, cool.
and he's
Cool.
at short range, so just be 1 purple.
Right. Just 1 purple.
Yep, just 1 purple. And you get a boost.
Oh,
You're shooting a man in the back.
That was useful.
there's 3 successes and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. What's your weapon damage?
6.
6, so 9. He drops. You see him fall forward onto the ground, close to one of the piles of the retardant that's building up.
I press the button to close it so that way nobody from down that hallway can come and
Okay.
address us while we're rifling through pockets.
The door closes. You're able to go over and pick up the body that you need.
Yep.
Are you gonna do anything with the other guy?
I'm gonna rifle through his pockets.
Okay. He has 50 credits.
Sweet.
And he has
Nice.
Profit.
Use the ticket for to show his purchase for the transport.
Come back with their ticket. Hey, we're back.
You gotta find some homeless guy to give it to.
All right. I'll pick up our target with left them at least.
Okay. You pick him up, and the burns with your accurate shooting, the burns are in the body, so he's still identifiable.
Anything on him that wasn't destroyed?
No, it looks like whatever credits he had on him got burnt
Okay.
Oh.
from your ammo. And he just uses his claws versus using weapons.
Okay. Do they have any luggage on them?
Nope.
Nothing like that?
He was gonna rough it.
Yeah.
But when you eat creatures, you don't need to pack much.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
fair.
cool. Well, we got them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able to go to the local bounty hunters guild and turn him in. You get your 5,000 credits.
Sweet.
1,000 will need to go basically get wired over to Devix,
Okay.
and so you guys got 4 grand and turned in your Trandoshan.
Cool.
And we will end there. Sweet. Still have a couple days left in the starport before you head out with Fygul.
There you go.
Missed a letter on my second typing of his name. So go ahead and take 15 experience.
One of these days I should put them in skills.